It's HPR1, and I'm Dave Lawrence. We are joined on the line now by a very well-known artist who is on her way to the islands to do a tour that starts tomorrow, and that is Judy Collins. I really appreciate you taking a few minutes for Hawaii Public Radio.
I'm glad you could call me. Thanks a lot.
You're quite welcome. And I was privileged. There's this loyal listener, Steve, and he compiles lists of when folks have been through the area. And he notes that 50 years ago, it was July 1964, you made your Hawaii debut, the first annual Pacific Folk Festival Waikiki show with the brothers Ford, Josh White, Bob Gibson, the Hillman.
Oh, my God. I do remember being there.
Tickets were quite reasonable, Judy. $4, $3, and $2.
Yeah, that would be it. And then I was back. I didn't sing when I came back. I visited Hawaii in '66. So what was the next performance?
According to Steve's handy list, August 31st, 1975. Same venue, Sending the Clowns was the big hit. Tickets had gone up a little bit. By that point, it was $6.50 and $4 for tickets. I have a little personal anecdote that he's included, which may be able to jog some of the synapses. He says, after the concert, Jack Holzman, founder of Elektra, was the one that discovered you, signed you to his record label. He came backstage to pick you up and then fly you to Maui on his private plane for a vacation.
He did, and I do remember that because it was lovely to see Jack in his home on Maui. We see each other all the time.
That's cool. Well, you guys have that little Hawaii thing. And any other connections now that we've exhausted Steve's comprehensive and fascinating little history?
I know I was there at the Ritz-Carlton on the Big Island.
Okay.
After my son died, I had a date over there, and I took my niece with me. So I haven't been to Hawaii a lot.
Let's look into some of the places you've been in and connections that you have. You were just noting the one. Going back to your earliest years, really, your father's connection to radio has been a catalyst, I guess, in the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Very true. My dad started his radio career in Seattle in 1937. Then his radio career continued in Hollywood and then in Denver. He was a great inspiration to me always because he was a great performer, wonderful singer, interviewed all kinds of people. I met Bob Hope and Red Skelton and George Shearing, and I sort of grew up as a performing brat. I played the piano, I sang, played with an orchestra when I was 13, and found folk music when I was 15, and always working on a show, going on my dad's radio show. So it's sort of in the blood. It's almost like a family business.
First it was piano. Some people may or may not know. Then it was guitar. Piano still something that...
I've never stopped playing, and I write all my songs on the piano. I practiced just today.
Nice.
I always practice because you have to keep that skill up.
The piano is your vehicle to write the songs. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yes. I think I've written one song on the guitar, which I don't particularly like.
Well, we won't talk about things you don't particularly like.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to keep you in the happy place. Like, I would think having a song named after you, like Sweet Judy Blue Eyes from Stephen Stills, that would really be a happy thing.
That was definitely a happy thing. That was one of the best things that ever happened, of course, and we're still friends. We get together, we talk, we text, we see each other, I go to his shows.
When you think about having those long friendships, anything come out of the Sesame Street or Muppets era?
Well, I did sing an aria with Snuffleupagus. That was a high spot. I was very friendly with Jim Henson. Nothing romantic, but we were very good friends.
Another group of folks who seem to have a very personal connection with you, the Clintons, Hillary and Bill.
It was nice to find out that I met them in 1991 when he was still the governor of Arkansas. I didn't know him. He was a stranger to me, but I wasn't a stranger to him because the first concert he went to was in 1964. And he came to see me. He said, "Oh, God, you're just still as good as you were," which was very nice of him. I found out that he was asked if he had a fire, I think, in his house or something, what would he save? And he said, well, I'd save Poets of the Day. It's the Judy Collins album. I knew that he was not kidding because then he recited all the songs that are on that album. Then when they were in the White House, I had a lot of visits there and dinners and things like that. So, yeah, it's a very nice relationship. I'm crazy about him.
No sitting in on the sax.
No, I should have him play.
You get Snuffy in there and the Prez?
Yeah, Snuffy and the Prez. That's not a bad idea.
And Stephen Stills. We get like a little all-star. cabal together. Judy Collins.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Just make sure you credit All Things Considered here.
I certainly will.
Judy Collins on her way to Hawaii, and we're very grateful. I hope you had a fun experience that you will add to your list of Hawaii memories being on the program.
I certainly will. Thank you so much.
Judy, be safe.
Oh, you're great. Thank you a lot for doing this.
You're welcome.
I had a great time. Aloha, and take care of yourself.
You too. God bless.
Bye. Aloha, it's Judy Collins. And when I'm not hanging out with Snuffleupagus or Bill Clinton or Stephen Stills, I'm hanging out with my good buddy Dave Lawrence on member-supported Hawaii Public Radio. Hooray!